how do we plan to spend the rest of our life? How much do we have left? Of course, none of us knows. The only thing we all know is one day it is going to be us who is going to be missed. It is going to be us about whom people will talk and discuss. He was so and so. And that very day may be very near. As the Arab said, وَكُلُّ مَا هُوَ آتٍ آتٍ. For everything that is coming is near. And death is coming without any doubt. Alhamdulillah that we're Muslim. Alhamdulillah that we're mu'minun. Alhamdulillah that we are from among the ummah of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. But for us to thank that gratitude of Allah of being Muslim, we need to plan our days and nights so that we may show Allah our gratitude. We may present to Him our thankfulness. لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. And planning so may help us do things as they are supposed to be done. Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, when he appointed Sayyidina Umar as the Khalifa of the believers, he told him this: اعلم أن لله عملا بالنهار لا يقبله بالليل وعملا بالليل لا يقبله بالنهار. Know that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has things you have to do for Him during daytime. And if you miss them and do them during the nighttime, He's not going to accept it. And there are things you need to do during the nighttime. And if you fail to do so and do them during the daytime, they will not be accepted by Allah. For every single moment, there is something that you ought, that you have to do, that you need to do, that you must do. There is a right of Allah on you every single moment of your life that you need to fulfill, that you must do. We ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to make it easy for all of us to fulfill His rights and to do things He asks us Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to do. And planning may help. Planning our actions, our acts of worship, taking them from aada to ibadah, from ibadah to aada to ibadah to ibadah, from aada to ibadati to ibadah to ibadati, from dhikr tarbiyati to tarbiyatu dhikri. We all make salah, we all do sadaqah, but when we do so, we need the feeling, the preparation, the hudur with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. It doesn't have to be only rituals that we do on the daily basis. We do it just like machines, but we need to prepare ourselves. I always give this example that if a person goes to the gym for 10 good years without being able to lift something more or heavier than what he could lift the very first day, that means there's a problem. The same thing applies here. When I pray every single day for 10 good years and I still have the same waswasa, the same problem during prayer, that means I'm not praying. That means something needs to be fixed in my prayer. So we're here to plan, to worship Allah, to spend all our lifetime in worship, whether we are working or we're not working. Every single moment of the believer is a moment of worship. That's how we meet Allah Tabaraka, how we can meet Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, gaining sa'ada al-abadiyya, the happiness. فَالسَّعَادَةَ الَّتِي تُحَقَّقُ بِالْإِيمَانِ وَالْعَمَلِ لله تبارك وتعالى بعد رحمة الله أو هما رحمة الله تبارك وتعالى. Iman and good action lead us to success after the mercy of Allah, or they are the mercy of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Because without the mercy of Allah, one cannot have Iman. Without the mercy of Allah, one cannot do good deeds. Without the mercy of Allah, all our deeds are in vain. And Iman, according to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, is shu'ab, has levels and divisions. Shu'ab, inna lil imani shu'aban. The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that the highest part of Iman is the utterance of La ilaha illallah. And the lowest rank of Iman is imatatul adha. Imatatul adha anil tariq, the removal of harmful objects from the very path of the people. That itself is part of Iman, according to Sayyidina Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And that Iman needs to be developed, needs to reach the highest peak. How? By planning so. There are things which nourish our Iman we need to do on the daily basis. Things we need to do on the weekly basis. Things we need to do once a year. Things we need to do once in our lifetime. Some of the things that that nourishes Iman we need to do, occasionally. For example, when a person is sick, this is something that happens occasionally. We need to go and visit them. When a person passes, it is the duty of every single Muslim to take care of them, to pray upon them, to prepare them, to take them to the graveyard. And يصلى عليه ويغسل ويصلى عليه ويدفن. And the very thing that we do occasionally, you see something harmful, you take them away from the path of the people. And there are among those things that sifat nafsiyya. They are always with you, such as haya. Al-haya'u min al-iman, says Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Bashfulness is part of Iman. Things we do once in our lifetime, such as Hajj. It is once in our lifetime. It's an obligation. You can do it every year if you can, but it's one-time obligation in your lifetime. أفي كل عام يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فسكت حتى قالها ثلاثا فقال لو كنت نعم لوجبت. When the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم says, أيها الناس, people, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala had made